What the hell is happening? Everybody! I would like to say that I was challenged by two people. Not one, but two. I was challenged by Link77 on a episode of Naked Thursdays with the Z family. And then I was challenged by my home slice, Two-Wheeled Menace. Thanks, guys. Here's your video. So, the intro that you just saw, that lovely intro, comes from one of the two last nights that I have attempted to record this. That night was too dark. So everything that you saw in the video was nothing but a black outline. It was bright enough for me, not enough for the camera. The first night that I recorded this, it was snowing, and so having my garage door open with all the light around caused enough light that it picked it up just fine. However, I recorded it in 960 somehow. So we wanted to redo it. So here we are. Third time trying to do 10 things I hate about my Z1000. It's actually kind of hard to find 10 things that I hate about my bike. But I did come up with a list of them. So here we go. Bear with me. I'm going to be a little quick because it is like 30 some degrees in my garage, and even with slippers on, I can feel the coldness coming up through the concrete. Number one. That 2x4 isn't even. Number one thing I hate about my Z1000, the mirrors. I don't like the stock ones. Thankfully, when I bought the bike, it came with a bar end, but only one. The stock mirrors were gone. So I went ahead and bought new ones to go in the original mounts. They look good, but to see, I have to move my arm in or lean to look out my mirror. That's not okay, especially when you're doing something high speed. Number one is the mirrors. Almost everybody changes them because they look like big old freaking bunny ears sticking up out of the bike. Number two is the vibrations. Now, there is some resolution to this on some level. Drilling holes into the handlebars is one, and filling it with BBs. So a lot of first gen Z1000 owners have done that. I have not done that yet because I'm lazy and I didn't have a drill. I do now. I might try it. But the vibrations, after a long ride, like 3 hours, my arm goes numb just because of that vibration, and that's not okay. Plus, I can feel it in my pegs, which is irritating, but it's not that bad. Riding boots and everything help. So, next, number three, similar to the vibrations in the handlebars, is the way that the bike deaccelerates when you engine brake. Pull in clutch, drop a gear, let clutch out, get launched off the front of the bike. It's annoying, to say the least. Number four, this is going to be a couple piece here. The tank, okay? The tank irritates me because while the comfort is there when you sit on it, and you get to sit right here and your leg gets tucked up in there, real nice like, which is comfortable, I often find myself unable to put things in my tank bag because if you notice, it's got a weird hump thing going on, which means when you put my tank bag on it, that was probably loud. But you see the gap? Yeah, and it pinches up into it. So if there's a water bottle or my power brick or anything like that, it's weird. It doesn't sit right. So that's one of my irritating things that I hate about it. Number five. Now this one, let me just demonstrate. It's rock hard. There's like no cushion to this. That is number five. I hate this seat with a passion. Number six is the seat movement. Like, it looks normal, and I guess it is. It's normal, decent space to move back and forth in. But if you go to pop a wheelie, you have to like slide way back. And then you hit your brakes real hard, or you downshift, and you engine brake, and you right into the tank. There's just like so much play, and eventually you'll find yourself sliding down into the tank until you're like totally nuts up against the tank. Gets to be uncomfortable. I found seats that do what I want, but guess what? Number seven, finding aftermarket parts. You would think that you'd be able to find something for 2005. Well, you're wrong. A lot of the parts that are made for this bike, or that were made for this bike, are just that. They're no longer in production because it's over 10 years old. It's a 12-year-old, 11-year-old bike now. So, of course, finding little things like radiator guards for rocks, added seat cushions, just little things like that. The things that you should be able to find easily with other bikes, which you can find them, a plethora of aftermarket parts all over for the new Z1000s. But not my old baby. So that's number 7, is I hate that you can't find aftermarket parts. You can find tail eliminator kits, exhaust, blinkers, and hand grips and things like that. You can't really count blinkers and hand grips though. So whatever. Like, it's difficult. That's why my bike is pretty well stocked, except for, we're going to touch on this real quick, I do have the tail eliminator kit, which looks good. And I also have aftermarket levers. Now I bought these, a new one, after my crash, which you can tell this is nice and shiny, because it goes up and down some. Now, there you go. See? Up. And it can go down a little. But anyways, so there's up and forward. Yeah. PSR levers, worth 110 bucks. When I crashed and went down and against them. I had bruises on my hands, little ones, from where I'd hit them and they gave away. So I have both my wrists unbroken because of those levers. So huge shout out, PSR. Moving on to number 8. The 8th thing that I hate about this, similar to finding the aftermarket parts, is buying parts from Kawasaki. The local dealership here has their heads way the farness up their ass. Why do I say that? Well, little things like, hey guys, I have a 2005 Z1000. It might be ZR1000 in your system or ZA1000. I can never remember. That's what I told the guy. So he looks up Z1000. Can't find it. ZR1000. Couldn't find that. Ends up settling on my bike is called a concourse. It's like a Z something concourse in their system. I don't frickin' know. We pull up a diagram and we finally found it. Okay, we finally found what I believe was the right bike because it looked just like mine, the exhaust and everything, and I'm pretty sure that's unique to the Z1000, right? And I tell him I need this bolt right here from when I crashed. Okay, this bolt should be an Allen head, not a frickin' bolt. But he gave me that one because that's what he ordered, thinking that's what I needed. I don't even know if it actually goes with this bike. It fit, so I didn't bitch. It was like 29 cents. We call it good. But the other thing I had to buy were the little push pins. Oh, you probably can't see them. They go right there. Little pieces of plastic, like little gator clip kind of things, you know? Like $8 for one piece of plastic. And I paid for 4 of them, 6 of them. I can't remember now. It's been a while since I crashed, like almost a year. And they overcharged me. Or no, they didn't charge me enough, so when I got there, they're like, okay, you need to pay. And I was like, that's not how it works. You buy the part, you guys then have it shipped to you, and I just come pick it up. And the guy's like, oh no, there's this many, and on the thing it says this many, and I can't even give you just the 4. I gotta charge you the 6. Fuck off. God, I hate dealerships like that. Finally had to have the manager come over, and he hooked me up, but still, just, I hate dealing with people down at the dealership. I don't even know if that guy actually rides a motorcycle or knows anything about bikes beyond what he's looking at on the computer screen. So that's frustrating. Anyways, that's why I go to Trackstar down here in Roy. I think is where it's at. West Haven, whatever. Trackstar, Kelly knows his shit. So I just go to him because I know he's not going to give me bullshit. Which, on that note, shout out to him for the new toolbox. Yeah. We'll go into that another day. Anyways, that's number 8, dealing with the dealerships. Number 9, the blinkers. What the hell, Cowie? Look at this thing. What are those? Antennas? Antennae? What would you... They're like bug eyes sticking out of the side of the bike. So, I've seen people actually take those ones and stick them on the back, which looks kind of funny and good at the same time. It's hard to explain. But on the front, they look disgusting. But I haven't been able to find aftermarket ones that I like that stick out and are still legal. They work good, everything like that. So I I said, fuck it, not dealing with this, moving on, and left them. But I did change the rear ones to LEDs, these little guys. However, I love the look of them. It really cleaned up the whole back end. Let's see if I can show you without the light being in the way. This guy broke. Boop, boop, boop. And so when I get going fast, I don't even know if it actually works, but it does one of those things. That's number 9, is the freaking the bug extension. Number 10. Now, you guys have probably watched everybody else's videos where they say something about, my bike don't make me a sandwich, and my bike pounds my ass better than any hooker I've ever paid. I ain't gonna say that. You know why? Because I have something different. You know what pisses me off about my bike? And I mean, just deep down inside irritates me. Is that she makes me too happy. No, I'm serious. Something about her. She's been wrecked. Look at this, the damage. I've never really gone over it. Tank dents, missing a cap, which is, I still have to put her back on. Bought a new one. Damaged this, dented the radiator, fucked up this piece of plastic, busted the tailpiece, busted up my exhaust. Didn't break that, that was already that way. Fucked up my lever, which actually works now, I like it like that. Fucked up my peg some, just trashed my bike. My whole windscreen, let me show you. This is my windscreen. Okay, it doesn't look too bad because I've tried cleaning it, making it look better, but it's all scuffed. And the whole front thing was all just destroyed. So, yeah. She lives. That's why I call her Phoenix. And I hate how much happiness she brings me, because all I want to do is ride. If I get on her and I go out, I can't do a 15-minute ride. I just suddenly am gone for an hour. That's what I hate. Is it time travel? Is that what the Z1000 is capable of? Did you suck at the design elements of this, the comfort levels, the distance you can travel and everything else to come up with a bike that could time travel? Because that's what happens. I'd leave, and 2 hours later, my fiance is calling me, asking me where the hell I am. How does that happen? I hate it. I really do. Boggles my mind. So now, you know the 10 things I hate about my Z. You've probably seen everybody else's, but you know who I haven't seen yet? I challenge Frick Yeah Toot Sweets to 10 things he hates about his Cowie 300. And I'm going to challenge Willmatic84. Let's see your videos, boys. I don't have a third person because the third person I would say is Dizzy Flight. Dizzy doesn't have his bike right now. He's in the process of getting a new one. So I can't do it. Maybe he should give us 10 things he hates about his Ford. His Saline. Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool little car. So there you go. Frick Yeah Toot Sweets, you're challenged. Willmatic84, you're challenged. And Dizzy Flight, if you really want to make a video about 10 things you hate about your car, you're on. Alright guys, I'm the hell up out of here because it's cold, my drink is about to be done and need refilling, and I'm hungry. So, I'm the hell out this bitch. Y'all take it easy.